It was just announced that 41 out of 44 of the Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. So this is great news not only for the Indiana Fever, but also for the WNBA, right?
The WNBA is about to change forever. Just moments ago, the league made a groundbreaking announcement. 41 of the Indiana Fever's 44 games this season will be nationally televised, setting a new record in WNBA history. For comparison, the defending
on a global scale for our game, for our players.
Like the fans are absolutely incredible. It's the same when we go on the road. Like there's so many people that are showing up in Fever gear. It's really affecting, teams all across our league, which is a really great thing. And,
I don't think any of us will ever take it for granted.
Caitlin Fleury. There could be some more coming. The atmosphere is electric here.
This isn't just a scheduling decision, it's a cultural shift, and it all comes down to one name, Caitlin Clark.
I mentioned that a little earlier this evening, which weren't enough to finish out his last
step back, hits a three.
The 22-year-old phenom isn't just playing basketball, she's redefining the game itself. She's smashing attendance records, dominating viewership numbers, and sparking a nationwide conversation.
Media have started to hate on college players, in particular, Iowa's Caitlin Clark, with articles being written such as "Make Basketball Black Again" in response to her large fan base. In this video, we are going to look at WNBA players and the media hating on Caitlin.
But why are some so eager to downplay her success?
And somebody was coming in and bringing millions of people, I would be excited about that, because you know what? That's a chance for me to impress millions of people who weren't watching before. And there's a lot of women in this league who don't have that kind of envy and jealousy and this kind of secret club mentality that they only want certain people to be a part of.
The numbers speak for themselves. Clark's debut last year drew 2.22 million viewers for a regular season game, more than the WNBA Finals. Fever merchandise sales eclipsed the rest of the league combined, and road game attendance skyrocketed by 87%.
Over that left shoulder.
Austin had her 11th double-double of the season, and Clark hits a three.
Networks aren't just betting on Caitlin Clark, they're profiting from her. The WNBA's revenue has surged by 48%, proving her impact is undeniable. As the Indiana Fever become the league's must-watch team, backlash is intensifying. Critics call it favoritism. Veterans argue it's marketing over merit, but here's the reality. Clark isn't being handed anything, she's earning it. And her rise is exposing a much bigger battle brewing in women's sports. Want the full story behind Clark's takeover? This is the deep dive you won't find anywhere else. We're breaking down the explosive conflicts, the undeniable proof of her influence, and why the WNBA's future hangs in the balance. Smash that like button, share with fellow fans, and subscribe, because history is unfolding.
Caitlin Clark obviously has been a hot button topic on the show and took the WNBA by storm last year. Now her team is going to have 41 of their 44 games nationally televised, while the reigning champs, the Liberty, only have 32. Was this a fair move by the W?
I think it's two things. I mean, obviously people want to watch Caitlin play, and so you have to put the people on TV that people want to see. But at the same time, there's stars all over the league, and you want good, with their free agents, they're gonna be a great team. But to not have the defending champs on TV more, I think that is.
From underdogs to unstoppable, the Fever's remarkable rise just 3 years ago, the Indiana Fever were an afterthought, a struggling franchise with empty arenas, overlooked by ESPN, and buried in losses. Today, they're the hottest ticket in sports. This transformation isn't just remarkable, it's unprecedented. Take the Chicago Sky, for example. They've moved 2 home games to the United Center, home of the Bulls, just to accommodate the The Dallas Wings upgraded to the American Airlines Center. Even the Atlanta Dream, who amusingly claimed it was just a scheduling conflict, suddenly needed the Hawks arena when Clark came to town. This isn't just momentum, it's a full... The Fever's TV dominance is even more staggering. While past champions like the Aces and Liberty battle for around 30 national slots, Clark's team secured 41. For context, no WNBA team in history has ever come... Last season, every Fever game was a ratings explosion, averaging 1.2 million viewers, triple the league's norm. Even Angel Reese's most hyped matchups couldn't keep up. The message is clear: America isn't tuning in for drama, they're tuning in for dominance. But here's where it gets messy. The Fever's success has exposed an uncomfortable truth: the WNBA's old guard wasn't ready for this. For years, the league has pushed for bigger crowds, bigger paychecks, and bigger respect. Now that Clark is delivering all of it, some are suddenly uneasy with the glare of the spotlight.
12 on the... 2. Close out, flop jumper. In and out. Berger, the rebound. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. Berger. Off the mark. And with the one.
Last season.
Veterans whisper about fairness, but while other franchises scrambled to keep up, the Fever didn't just break the mold, they set it on fire. Now, the ashes are raining down on everyone who ever doubted them.
Speaking of like the connotations of the WNBA, like, and the big conversation about WNBA salaries and all of that that's been going on, what is like your, from a player and from players in general, like your teammates, what is that opinion and how do you guys handle all those conversations?
It's so interesting because I think that, we talk about the CBA, right? So the collective bargaining agreement, and in the NBA, they have percentages of revenue shared for the players, right? So jersey sales, obviously their TV contracts. You see these every year, these contracts get bigger and bigger and bigger, right?
Yeah, massive.
But that's because their CBA, it negotiates where if the owners are making certain types of money, they get that as well.
Got it.
In the WNBA,
and you open up your Yahoo, you're going to see WNBA playoff viewership down now that Caitlin is out. And is that somewhat factually accurate? Yes. It's not accurate. Viewership numbers with Caitlin Clark are astronomical. She is a big draw. Yeah. She brings in all the things. We know this. We've said this. And yes, the games where she's not playing have lower